Yeah, I'm back, rising up out these ashes. It is May 24th, 2024. Morning time. I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a few years. Maybe, mid 2022. About wise, risk, choices, options, stuff like that, just in general. And I was rolling the other day and I seen a carnival getting put up, and it's in the same location like every year. And I'm always reminded when I'm, headed to the store real quick. And I always find myself, like, oh man, that's something I want to take the kids to. But then it's like, the articles that I've been coming across the past couple of years, and like I said, I don't have no, I'm rolling right now clearly, so I ain't got no windows to pop up to show you. I ain't got no, of accidents and tragedies and stuff like that. It's really something, even if I did, I probably wouldn't want to talk this time, because it's just, I don't think any good would come from it, The whole point is to show and confirm what I'm speaking. But if anybody want to double check and look up and Google, accidents and tragedies and stuff, all from people trying to have fun, trying to have the kids have fun, then it'll pop up somewhere. And that is, the risk versus reward. Like the risk of having, to take that chance to get on these carnival rides and there's nothing wrong with having fun and, going out and doing things, but there's so many ways to have fun. And I've been noticing the morale of the country, for this past 4 going on 5 years into this new decade we've been in. I say new decade, but it's not technically new, because we're already pretty much 4.5 years into it. 2025 is halfway through, and it just don't seem that way, right? For me, anyway. And it feels like really half of that. I feel like we've been like 2 years into the new decade, the 2020s to the 2020 and 20s. But anyways, during these times, taking risks to have fun is not with the morale of the country and the people in the country. People are not it don't seem like people are taking the extra step to make sure everything is right. Like tighten that bolt all the way tight. Make sure it's the right ones, the right screws, Make sure that piece to whatever that equipment is on correctly. Make sure all the steps is taken to make sure the integrity of the equipment withstands, any type of malfunction. And that's not just carnival rides. We're talking about planes, cruise ships, helicopters. It's almost as if people's just going to work just to get paid and go back home, like, or wherever they're going to. Like, there ain't no double checking to make sure. Well, I don't know. None of us is there, right? But we could look at the aftermath of these things that's constantly happening on a major scale. Like, it's almost normal to hear about something going on with a plane or a cruise ship, a helicopter. I mean, boats, bridges, trains. And these is things that's just popping up in my head since I'm on the topic. I'm not going to make another video each individually. Okay, now we're going to talk about trains, planes, and all that other stuff. We're going to just put it all together. Okay, we can talk about, even vehicles. Recalls on vehicles, recalls on food, toys, malfunction. So they, I could probably just keep going on and on. But you guys, I thought I was just gonna talk about carnival stuff because that was the first thing that popped in my head. But I'm gonna just put it all together because it all has one thing in common: mechanical issues. So I'm wondering, is this gonna usher in? I don't know. I'm gonna hold my thought of what I was gonna say. And I don't know about, a while ago, employers was having a hard time finding people that wanted to work. I don't know. I can't remember the last time I heard that. I think it was about a year ago, And there was a time frame, or give or take a year ago, and there was a time frame where I was like, dang, that's crazy, because jobs everywhere, but that's another topic. But it does kind of fit into this topic, though, so I gotta say it. So it's because of that, is employers just hiring people that are unqualified just because they need workers? Or is it that the worker, are they spending and making, are employers taking the proper safety steps to train accordingly? Are they overlooking things when it comes to saying, okay, you did a good job, on to the next project? Or people, because people, certain jobs, they gotta sign off on somebody's work, I would think, like check it off, the checklist, like a safety thing. So it boils down to each individual decide what risks are you willing to take. What risks am I willing to take to have fun or do something out of the ordinary, just to shake things up and just to say I did something, especially and to show it off on the internet, because that's what we're in today. People do a lot of different things, so they can post it up, which is, I don't have no problem with that. It is what it is. It's okay. Everybody does it here and there. But I think all of us have to ask ourselves that question: is it worth the risk of trying to have fun and dealing with something sketchy? You see what I'm saying? I don't know, the times we're in right now, I'm just focused on being a better version of myself, and so I could be a better person, father, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, so yeah, and anything else, and part of that is making sure I'm providing, protecting, and being of sound mind and body, so yeah, that's just something that's going on in my mind. I'll be back because I got a lot of different things going on in my mind. I don't know if I'm gonna post this now or not, but I also told myself if I'm gonna start putting the date on the thumbnail as a time stamp, because I got a lot of videos that I haven't posted, but I always say the date, but I don't know the date unless I play through. So there's a lot of stuff I gotta go through as far as that tip go and get these videos up from like about a year or so ago. So, but yeah. So analyzing the environment with things going on, as far as like I said, this mechanical stuff or whatever it might be, is part of self-love. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to decide what you're going to put yourself into. I got to decide what I'm going to put myself into, and is it working? You know what I'm saying? Does the reward outweigh the risk, basically? So, that's part of putting myself in high regards. That's part of putting yourself, whoever happens to see this, in high regards. Like I look and I want the kids to have fun, but there's other ways to have fun. Do I want to put our fun at risk? Put ourselves at risk for the sake of having fun in other people's hands. You know what I'm saying? People that just don't care about the work that they do. They're just trying to get it done, make it look done, cut corners. We're living in a time where people love to cut corners. And I gotta say, I've been like that a lot of times in my life. But these past couple of years, I haven't been. It's like ever since the shutdown of the world, it's like I found new hobbies and found ways to keep myself active, you know what I'm saying, while quote unquote, well, I don't want to say the word because I don't want to, but basically just being distancing myself, you know what I'm saying, from a lot of things. I mean, because it was mandated to do that, and although I didn't follow that 100%, I don't think anyone did, and when I did, it was like around the last parts of, what was it, like the end of, well, around the last, the end of 2021 / the beginning of 2022, but that's another topic. So yeah, love yourself first, put yourself in high, that's how you show you're putting yourself in high regards, you know what I'm saying? Self-love is the best love, you know what I'm saying? You start from inside first. Self-love isn't really a look, it's more of a frequency, it's a vibe, only you know if you're loving yourself as best as you could, no one's perfect, we're just striving to be a better version of ourselves, every day. So yeah, I'm out. One love, peace.